All right, guys, I want you guys to give a big round of applause for honestly one of the best. He helped organize this. He hosted us. It's really great. And then our own, the very estuary own, Ryan Fay. Give him a round of applause, guys.
Give it up for Juju again, guys.
Yeah.
He is the man. So excited to have this over here right now. It's been a lot of work, but excited to have everybody. So, you guys ever do that thing where you're watching a movie with your friends and you try to convince them, you fall asleep for a second, you wake back up, you try to convince them you're totally there, you see Godzilla walking in Tokyo and you're like, he made it, that's good. And we've all been there, right? So I had a weird version of that happen recently. I was with my best friend, my fiance, and his wife coming back home from a wedding. And I decided to take a little nap in the car. Boys in the back, girls in the front. And I hear my fiance start laughing about something. So I want to be present in the car ride. I want to be there. So to show that I've been listening to her, I grab her inner thigh, right on her groin, as hard as I can, a fierce, and then put two and two together. Girls are in the front, guys are in the back, and there's my buddy Bill. And he's just kind of staring at me, but letting it happen, and I'm just still holding on to it, and then letting it go. So I dealt with that by talking to you about it now, and that happened 2 years ago. So he should see this because I'm going to record this. So, hi Bill. One of my favorite people in the entire world is David Attenborough. You may know him. He's the BBC documentarian with the most soothing voice in the entire world, from all the planet Earths. And it'll be and as we see the waterfall and the beautiful birds come out, the guano is made by the bats underneath and everything gets along. The polar bear floats away on its beautiful ice cube, so happy. And he's he's hopeful. It's been 10 years between planet Earths, but now he's 98 and he needs to die. And he's trying really hard. You've seen the most recent, Planet Earth 2, or Our Planet, is well, look what you did. Look what the polar bear gotta do. Don't got no ice cubes. You like walruses? Well, they're gonna do a jump off a 200-foot cliff, and you're come on, man. He's I know, do something about it. Recycle is something. I need to die. But, looking up to him, trying to make it all happen. Recently I had my appendix taken out. It was the good one, where it ruptured. I tried, it's a 50-50 chance of making it. But I didn't look up the odds till well after the surgery, which is a good thing to do whenever you're a funny person. Because I'm getting into the hospital, and everyone's you need surgery now. And I'm you need surgery now. You need surgery now. And it's you need surgery now. And to get instantly wheeled into an operating room, and as I'm going down, I'm trying to hit everyone with a joke as I'm going down. And the anesthesiologist is coming over to me, and the guy prepping me up to put a scalpel in me is looking at me. And I'm just oh, sorry I made a mess down there. And he goes, don't worry, buddy, we're gonna scrub it all up. Oh my God, and the anesthesia comes down. And comes back up, in a recovery room. Okay. And, yep, definitely happened. Catheters attached, everything. This is feeling weird. Never had that happen before. But the interesting part about all this was my roommate at the time. I got in there, started to do the painkillers thing, never done opioids before. And the nurse is telling me, do you want to do morphine or do you want to do Oxycontin? I'm I don't know. I've never been down this road before. Maybe morphine? And, she leaves. My roommate pipes up, yo, kid, go Oxys next time. I'm okay. Man in the corner. And so 3 hours go by. Next round of medicine comes by. We do the Oxys. We do it together. And he, she leaves. And then you have to pay for your TV. He's hey kid, you want to watch the Never-Ending Story with me? A little high? Absolutely. He pulls the curtain by and we're watching the Never-Ending Story. It's a fantastic time. And then as I'm making best friends with this guy, we're total besties at this point, he's giving me a Gatorade. Someone comes in and then tells him, you have two choices, either go back to the home or you gotta go back to the rehab, man. He's like, listen, I gotta come down. Just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 second. Me and this guy are gonna finish this movie. And I'm realizing at that point, I have fantastic advice about Oxycontin over morphine. So, not telling you what to do, but it is better, especially at the hospital doses as explained to me by a guy in the corner. So, recently too, went to a dentist, and I'm not from here. I did the 10-year mark recently, and had an interesting experience with the dentist where he looked in my mouth, and he was like, "So you're from the Northeast, right?" And I was like, "Yes." He's like, "You're never gonna have a cavity your entire life." I'm like, "This is great, fantastic. This is a little strange." And my fiance sits down. She's like born and raised in Queens, and she opens her mouth, and he's like, "Rego Park." And she's like, "What the fuck does that mean?" He's like, "You need a deep gum cleaning right now. You got 3 cavities that need filling." And it was like, "What are you?" He's like, "Teeth never lie." So that was my new one for today. Didn't really go over well, but we'll keep going, right? So injured my hip in Long Island maybe 5-6 years ago, and did one of those cool fancy boy Montauk trips. Went down to go body surfing with some friends that had a house down there. Real fancy boy stuff. Didn't have any equipment, but I figured I'd have some fun. 3-foot wave comes. I'm getting ready to do it. Picks me up, and it puts me back down. And this leg goes like this, but this leg goes like this. And I'm like, oh no, this is a problem. So I was on the Trump Care policy at the time when Trump was our previous president, when you didn't get hit with a penalty for not having insurance. So I definitely didn't have insurance. So I did the whole poor person method of just walk on the other side for a while. And you'll notice that as I even came up here, it was definitely leaning to one side, but it's okay. We're fine. I'll leave you with one piece of advice as I get off the stage here for you. As a poor person, talking to possibly another poor person out there, your body is not a temple. It's not. It is a goddamn vessel to get your little meat sack in your brain to work, to clean these tables, and to stay here for 15 hours. It's been lovely having you guys, and can't wait for our next comedians.
Give it up for Ryan Fay!